welcome to another process video, this time using the Pretty Little kit, which is called Juliette. I hope it is called that, otherwise I'll just embarrass myself. So I'm just going to show you a little bit what I picked out, because I like to do this before I film the video, otherwise it would just be boring. So I picked out a few photos. This is my week 8 in my 2015 album, and I picked out a few of the cards I wanted to use, and I've gone around the edges with black pen. I've also got a couple of photos. It's going to be really hard to show you. So these are going to be in flip up pockets, and so I've got two of my son playing outside in his little pirate ship thing, and I've got one of my mother-in-law with my son at the cheese factory. And yeah, so they are there because I had too many photos to fit on the spread, and they were sort of the same photos from the same story, so I thought I would just put them together. So I will stop the video and start making this spread. Thanks! Hi guys, so now I'm going to show you how I put together this spread. I'm using some of the Tim Holtz Picked Raspberry Distress Stain, which I've used on pretty much every layout this month. Once again, I'm really sorry if I have a croaky voice. I just got over laryngitis and finally got my voice back, which is why I've left my voiceover for this particular video a week. I'm just using some of those Dear Lizzie foam title stickers and put the best ever phrase on that gorgeous ice cream picture, which was from Ashgrove Cheeses in Tasmania. It was fruit tingle flavoured and it was amazing, so I put that there, and I'm using the Kiss Kiss cardstock stickers to accent the page. I really love these stickers, they're pretty cool, and I've used lots of bits and pieces throughout my spreads, and these are not Valentine's Day themes, so you can use them for a variety of different themes. I really liked that floral sticker, but found that I didn't particularly like it with the, I think it says love you at the bottom, so I ended up cutting that off. On the top left side is going to be my title card, and I'm using the beautiful foam stickers in a grey that came in the kit, just to spell out week 8. I kept the title card fairly simple, just because I didn't really want to overdo it, and I really love the cards this month, and I thought I would just let them shine. So I just added pretty much the title and a floral, and I think I might have added a few extra tiny things. I find that these accent sticker sheets from American craft brands are really good for that, because they include a variety of different stickers in from large to medium to small, and quite often they have tiny word stickers as well, and we all know my obsession with tiny word stickers. So yeah, I really love the variety that you get on these sheets. So now I'm working on the card on the top right hand side, which is the card that I'm pretty sure I use for the week's journaling. I think I moved around a lot on this spread, working on different cards each time. I did this so that I would evenly and fairly distribute the embellishments from the kit across the page to make it look coherent. The picture of my son that I just stuck down to a backing is because I had a couple pictures too many for this page, so I'm planning on using that as a flip card, which I've done on many of my spreads this year. I went from having a year in 2014 where I quite often had to combine weeks on a spread, to this year having too many photos for a spread. So obviously my photo taking has increased, which is great because you can never have too many photos. I've popped all the embellishments and ephemera from this month on a plate, so I've got them all mixed up from the different kits. So the ephemera was from the TSK kit, and I've also got a few things from the BPK kit, like the tags and the stitched embellishments, which I thought would look cool. So I do combine the kits when I make my layouts and spreads, and I find that they all work and coordinate together beautifully. So as you can see, I had really no plans. I was just moving things around the page to find where they fit. So more, I think I might have tried to use this hooray because my son, in this week there were pictures of my son walking, and he'd really only just started properly walking. So I think I'd popped that. I really wanted to do something about how proud I am of him, but it just was too big to fit there, so I had to put it back, which I will save for another layout. I think I may still have that one, and I've made quite a few projects from this. So I added some journaling, and now I'm adding this love, which was a die cut from the ephemera pack, and they're like Scrabble tiles on a wood grain. So what I did was I overlapped them on this picture of my frappe, which I think is from Gloria Jeans, and now I'm stitching them down the middle. Now this was really daunting because I placed embellishments in the middle of the photograph and stitched them down, but I found it a very fun experiment and a different way to add embellishments to my page without clustering them in the corner, because that's what I tend to do and is my go-to way of embellishing my cards. So I'm adding a tiny title underneath which just says I love coffee, because let's face it, I could intravenously have coffee every day. I mean, I love my coffee, so I probably should cut down slightly and maybe switch to green tea or something, but I could never have too many coffees. So now I have added that extra title. I'm going back to adding more embellishments to my cards. There were lots of little hearts included in the ephemera pack, so I've added a few of those. Just adding little clusters here and there, and those beautiful pebbles enamel dots, they are so fantastic. I think I made this grey card down the bottom right, card. I feel the cards I've added this gorgeous vellum geometric gold embossed heart. It was a big way of describing that, and I think I added a word sticker as well. I tend to, I'm not sure if I'm doing this video because I am recording the voiceover a week or two after I've made this layout. I'm not sure whether I stitched with the sewing machine as I went on these cards or whether I did it at the end, because I did add like just stitching to embellish here and there, which I've tended to do in this year's Project Life. Rather than stitch around the edges of all the cards, I just add little tiny elements of stitching, which still means I get to show off my love of machine stitching on the pages, but I don't have to go around the edges of every card, which takes a long time. So I've just done some hand journaling on that card with the gorgeous label. It's just a really nice way to add a little touch of journaling, and I mean, I didn't need to say much because the pictures sort of said it themselves mostly. So what I tend to do with my Project Life spreads is I will generally put one card and write a bit more journaling on it that sort of gives an overview of my week, and then the cards that I feel need a bit of explaining, I generally add a label sticker of some sort and I'll write like a sentence on there. So like on this one, I'm adding a little bit about my love for coffee, and then on the top right hand side spread I have added a label to that one because it's the day my best friend moved from Melbourne to live with us, and it's actually also my son's godfather, so I added a little label to that because it was the second time they've met, so I thought that was rather special. Now I'm adding some more of the Picked Raspberry Distress Stain and this gorgeous card with the 3 hearts. I added the like word stickers to these from the sticker sheet. I kind of wanted to do like a DIY conversation heart type thing, like the hearts with the little words in them, so I did that. Just thought I'd have a go at trying to do something myself, and I thought it looked rather cute, so that worked well. so I'm attaching some vellum with a tiny attacher, which I have found super useful for attaching things in my project life, and I'm quickly running out of staples for that awesome little stapler. So if you know where I can get some more, that would be great. I mean, I need to get some more packets of those because I go through so many and I'm just constantly refilling it. Yeah, I just attach everything, like little vellum things and clusters on the side. I think they look really cute with staples. Or the other way I'll do it is add a tiny bit of adhesive and then add some stitching. Sorry, I'm adding some refills to my stapler right now. As I said, just went through that, so I must have run out of staples again, which always happens when you're filming a video. Yeah, I don't usually staple things if I know I'm going to sew where it is, because, I mean, if you hit a staple with a sewing machine needle, it would not be good. So I'm just adding those gorgeous pebbles hearts. I so need some more of those. They are so fantastic. And they're like not a huge enamel dot either. They're like enamel, but they're flat. So they don't add a super lot of bulkiness to the page. Which, being that I'm running up to week 8, and this is like the last layout that the spread I've completed for my 2015 project life at this time. I've printed up to week 10, but I've only completed up to week 8. And my album's already looking pretty bulky, so I need to, as much as I love to add bulky stuff, I really don't want to have more than 2 albums for the year. So I'm trying to get the first 25 spreads into one album, and I'm running up to week 8, so I do need to watch what I put on my project life spreads. I've got this phobia of having like this big wall of albums that's starting to take over my house, so I don't know, I'm hoping I can keep it to 2 albums for the year, although I did kind of want to include my personal, like, traditional scrapbooking in the album as well, which I'm going to find really hard to do, so it may end up being 3, but I don't know at this stage. We'll soon find out. I can't believe we're actually up to week 11 or week 12 of the year anyway. It's just gone crazy fast. It feels like only yesterday was Christmas. I loved all the arrows that were included in this kit as well. There were lots of cute arrow designs, and I used them on a layer, and I think I ended up using pretty much all the arrows that were included in the ephemera pack and the sticker sheet. I discovered that I really like arrows, so I know I have some arrow wood veneer tucked away somewhere, and I'll have to get them out and have a play. I had a lot of trouble deciding what to put where in the top. I'm really struggling with where I left my left and right at the moment. I don't know if it's because it's like 10 o'clock at night or whether just because I've been sick. But anyway, the top right hand corner, I really struggled with what to put where. But I made this my weekly journaling card because the design of the card naturally had lines on it. So I thought it would be a good journaling card anyway. So I just kept the cluster to the bottom right hand corner and journaled. Like, I didn't start at the top because I didn't have too much to write, but I wanted to write enough that it would sum up my week. And I had enough space to do that because my handwriting is naturally pretty small. And that's something, you know, I didn't change my handwriting for my Project Life book. I've kept it the same as I write everywhere else. It's who I am. I'm not gonna, I know there's lots of ways to make your handwriting prettier and whatever, but it's who I am, and I'll just write however I want in my book. So I'm journaling on the back of this card because this is the one that will flip up in the book, which you'll see in the close-ups at the end. So behind this top photo is a picture of my son sitting on a fake cow. Sounds really weird. At the cheese factory, which we went to the city to stay, and on the drive back I stopped in at Ashgrove Cheeses because I get my son's milk that he drinks from this company, and they had really yummy cheese and really yummy ice cream. But there were lots of fake cows and pretty cows that were painted, and they're like made out of fiberglass or something. So we took lots of pictures of my son with these cows. So I had lots of pictures and I wanted to include both and I couldn't pick, so I put them both in. And it also gave me a space underneath that to do my journaling. So I'm pretty sure I just added like a little tiny cluster of something at the bottom there. Even though you're not going to see this card unless you flip it up, I still think it needs to look pretty. So I've added a heart and a tiny word sticker. These are pretty much what sums up my style. And I watched a video from Adele today and she was saying what sums up her style. And I think she might have said tiny word stickers, enamel dots and wood veneer hearts, I think. And I mean, this is my style. I tend to have my tiny word stickers, my hearts, and usually enamel dots or mist. The black card is what mist is my favourite, but I actually think I didn't use this on this page. I've been a little bit obsessed with the Tim Holtz Distress Stains, which only have in 3 colours at the moment, but I definitely want some more. They're kind of addictive. So I also had this other picture. My son was playing with a pirate ship water table that he has here to play with outside, and I wanted to include both the pictures. So once again I've included a lift up card, and I do plan on having the picture on top and then flipping up to see this arrow design card with the heart. But then after doing it, I decided at the end to have the heart as the front card and you flip up to see the photo. I just thought it looked really nice as a filler card, and I mean I had so many photos on the page already, it didn't matter if I had to flip up to see another one. So now I'm just seeing if there's anything extra that I can put on the layout. I mean, I always like to add extra bits and pieces, and what I decided to do was add the dates for this week. So I'm pretty sure I just had to double check the dates for week 8, and do you know what I did? I stamped the wrong year. Again, I think it was this layout that I did it on, or maybe it was the next one, I'm not sure, but if it was, yes it was, I think. I had to place something over the top and stamp it again. That is like the 3rd time I have done this in a fortnight, and you would think I would have learned and like checked the stamp before I stamp it on the page in a permanent ink, but no, I didn't. But I got it right the 2nd time and it looked cute with a sticker underneath it anyway, and you would never know unless I told you, so that's fine. I don't always put the dates of the weeks underneath there. I just thought on this particular week I would. I don't know why, sometimes I just like to change it up a little bit. So I'm pretty sure that my layout is almost done. So now I'm showing you some close-ups and picking up a few of the cards I love the most. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this process video on how I've created one of my project life spreads, and I will show you some stills at the end. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Bye!